Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really zeroing in on something fundamental, the thyroid blood test. And especially if you're listening in or around Exeter, we want to break down what this test actually tells you and, crucially, where you can get it done locally.
Yeah, it's more than just, a routine check. It's really looking at your body's main energy control system.
Okay.
So this test, it measures three key hormones. There's TSH, that's thyroid stimulating hormone. Think of it like the signal from your brain telling the thyroid to get going.
Right, the instruction.
Exactly. And then you've got T4, which is thyroxine, and T3, triiodothyronine. These are the actual sort of hormones your thyroid pumps out.
The fuel itself.
Precisely. And if those levels are off, it tells us if your body's running too slow, that's hypothyroidism, or, way too fast, which is hyperthyroidism. Got it.
So our mission today is pretty straightforward. Pull out the biggest takeaways from this helpful guide we found from Blood Test UK. We want to make sure you understand why this screening is so important, and like I said, how easy it is to access right there in Exeter.
Let's jump into the why first.
Okay, yeah. The biggest benefit seems to be, early detection. Our source really highlights how catching a thyroid issue early can prevent much bigger health problems later on, like cardiovascular diseases. Why is that link so strong?
Well, it boils down to metabolism. The thyroid runs your metabolism, right? So when it slows down, like in hypothyroidism, it's not just your energy that dips. Your body gets sluggish at clearing things like cholesterol.
Ah, okay.
High cholesterol is often a side effect of an underactive thyroid. And that puts real strain on your heart, your arteries, over time.
So getting treatment early isn't just about feeling less tired.
Exactly. It's about actively lowering your future risk of heart problems. It's quite significant.
And that ties directly into something lots of people notice first, those unexplained changes in weight. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. If your hormones are out of whack, trying to manage your weight can feel like, pushing water uphill.
Yeah.
But once you get those test results, doctors can actually figure out the right approach. Maybe it's medication to balance your T4, or perhaps specific changes to your diet. It gives a clear target.
Makes sense. And the guide also mentioned fertility and pregnancy. That seems really critical.
Oh, definitely. For women trying to conceive or who are pregnant, it's vital. The sources really stress that the baby's development, especially early on in the first trimester, heavily depends on the mother having enough thyroid hormone.
So testing is a key preventative step there too.
Without a doubt, for the health of both mother and baby.
Okay, so the stakes are high heart health, weight, starting a family. Let's pivot then. If someone listening decides, okay, I need this test, how do they actually get it done specifically in Exeter?
Right. Well, the good news is access is generally pretty straightforward. Your first port of call should usually be your local GP surgery. If your doctor agrees it's medically necessary, maybe you have symptoms or a family history, then the NHS usually covers the cost completely. It's free.
And what about hospitals, like the main one?
Yes, if you need more sort of specialist input or maybe a wider range of tests, big facilities like the Royal Devon and Exeter Hospital, they offer comprehensive testing services right there in the city.
So NHS options are there, but what if someone needs results quickly?
Yeah, that's a common question. NHS results, they can sometimes take, say, 1 or even 2 weeks to come back. If speed is the priority, then you do have private options. Clinics like Nuffield Health Exeter Hospital, for example, they can often turn results around in just a few days.
But that comes at a cost, presumably.
It does. You'd be looking at paying somewhere between roughly 50 and maybe up to 200 pounds for a private thyroid panel. Depends on exactly what's tested.
Right, good to know the range.
Yeah.
Now, before anyone rushes off to book, there was a really key preparation tip in the source material. Something easy to miss.
Yes. This is super important. Fasting, eating nothing beforehand isn't usually needed for a thyroid test.
Okay.
But, and this is the crucial bit, you absolutely must stop taking any biotin supplements. The ones people often take for hair and nails?
Yeah. How long before?
For a full 72 hours before you have your blood taken, 3 whole days.
72 hours. Why is that so critical?
Because biotin can interfere with the testing process itself. It can make your results look, completely wrong. We've seen cases mentioned where it makes someone look like they have hyperthyroidism when they actually don't.
Wow. Okay. So that could lead to a totally wrong diagnosis.
Exactly. So stop the biotin 3 days before. No ifs, no buts. Make sure those results are accurate.
Okay. Let's quickly sum up then. What does this all boil down to for our listeners?
Well, the thyroid blood test checks those vital hormones, TSH, T4, T3.
Right. giving you insights into everything from your energy levels and weight to heart health and fertility.
And importantly, it's readily accessible right there in Exeter. You've got the free NHS route through your GP or the hospital.
Or faster private options if you need them, remembering that biotin tip.
Definitely. And maybe one final thought to leave people with.
Go for it.
Remember that even if you get a diagnosis or if your results are normal, keeping your thyroid healthy is it's an ongoing thing. It's not just about the test numbers or even just medication if you need it.
What else should people focus on?
Think about the bigger picture. Managing stress is important. And focusing on your diet, making sure you get enough of the key nutrients that the thyroid loves, like iodine, zinc, and selenium. These are like the raw materials it needs to work properly. Look after the whole system.